Who do you think are going to be the winners and losers come Tuesday?
So remember, the Golden Globes, unlike the Oscars, splits its movies into two categories. And we'll talk about movies before we talk about television. But in talking about movies, think about movies as drama and comedy. But comedies were also comedy/musical.
Mm-hmm.
So in the drama category, the favorite to win is The Fabelmans, Steven Spielberg's autobiographical movie. Tar is probably the second favorite in that drama category. And then in the musical and comedy category, Everything Everywhere All at Once is the other favorite to win. And that really sets up your Oscar race. You know, it sets up Fabelmans versus Everything Everywhere All at Once. Maybe Tar gets in there for a little bit. Obviously, people want Top Gun to be in there because it was one of the biggest movies of the year. It's possible, and it's possible that the Golden Globes will go for it because you never know with the Golden Globes. I wouldn't bet on it.
When it comes to the award season, this is really the kickoff to the season. Do people care about award shows anymore?
Well, the ratings would tell you they don't care about awards anymore, but the movie industry certainly does. Awards really affect box office performance, so that nominations make a difference, wins make a difference. People tune in, people care who wins, people love to see their celebrities in beautiful outfits and handsome tuxedos. So people will tune in this year. I think it's exciting to have the Golden Globes back, but we'll see. Oscar ratings have really been down in years past. Will people tune into the Oscars this year because of the Will Smith controversy? Probably. The Golden Globes will be a good test of that.
Are the titles that are being awarded this year, are they any indication of what was the most popular at the box office?
Almost certainly not. The Golden Globes has historically been more interested in popular movies. When you watch the Golden Globes, you've heard of the movies that are nominated. When you watch the Oscars, you think, I've never even heard of these movies. How did this get nominated? Who saw this? They're movies that come out typically in New York and Los Angeles for a couple weeks. They're prestige movies that get nominated, independent films, things like that. You never see the most popular movies of the year nominated for the Academy Awards. It's very rare that you do. You do in the animated category, but otherwise, it's very rare that you see big movies win Best Picture. There are exceptions, of course. Titanic is an obvious example of that, or Silence of the Lambs is another example of that. But in general, people tend to complain about the esoteric nominations of the Academy Awards. Golden Globes, a little more popular, and here's why. The Golden Globes was established as a TV show. When the Golden Globes came out of its probation in the 80s, what brought the Golden Globes back as an award show was Dick Clark, the famous TV host and producer. Dick Clark, who hosted American Bandstand, who did Rockin' New Year's Eve. Dick Clark gave the Golden Globes respectability in the 90s, and he made it a real award show with real celebrities, a real red carpet, so that people tuned in, and it was just fun. So if the Golden Globes can do that, I think you'll see a re-energizing of that award and the award season in general.
And why is there a disconnect between what's hot at the box office opposed to what you're seeing more at awards shows?
Well, take the Oscars and put aside the Golden Globes for a second. The best movies of the year are not necessarily the biggest box office performers. The best performances of the year are typically not in superhero movies. You're just not getting those moving performances in a Marvel movie. You may, there are a lot of people who think that, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever should get nominations. It will get nominations for effects and costumes and things like that, but typically not for performances. We shall see, though.
Any surprises that you're predicting come Tuesday?
Well, I think look for the comebacks this year. I think it'll be interesting if Brendan Fraser does win this Golden Globe, even though he's not attending. The other category that's interesting, and it's a fun one for fans of 80s movies, in Best Supporting Actor, there's an actor who viewers may remember from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. He played Short Round. He played Data in The Goonies, if people remember that movie. But Ke Huy Quan, who is in Everything Everywhere All at Once, is the favorite for Best Supporting Actor. He's been getting a lot of praise all season long, a lot of critics awards. Expect to see him have a big night. And you may see Michelle Yeoh up there as well. Michelle Yeoh could win for Best Actress. I think a lot of people are getting ready for that battle at the Oscars to see Michelle Yeoh, who will likely win for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy, versus Cate Blanchett, who will win for Tar, presumably.
Is winning a Golden Globe a benchmark for success? Let's say you win one. Will this automatically catapult your career?
Winning a Golden Globe will help your career. It's not as prestigious as winning an Oscar, but it is certainly a benchmark that most actors try to achieve. It's certainly something that puts you in a new category as an actor. And so it does have great meaning. It doesn't have as great meaning as being a 2-time Academy Award winner. You know, there are a lot of people who won multiple Golden Globes, but to win multiple Academy Awards, that's really still the gold standard.
Michael Solomon, thank you so much.
Thank you.